Okay, so we're gonna begin this whole 5-a-day project, and hopefully we'll all get that grade 7 by June. So, project 5-a-day. The first question in today's series of questions is: we need to enlarge this shape by a scale factor of -3. Now, there are two things that are really important when you're doing an enlargement question. One is your scale factor, and two is your center of enlargement. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to pick any one corner of our shape. I'm going to choose this one. And we're going to write the directions from P to that corner. So from P to that corner, that's going to be one step down, one step to the left. That's going to be one step down and one step to the left. Now, if we use the scale factor on these directions, so times by -3 times by -3, the negative flips the direction. So down would become up. 1 would get times by 3. So it's not going to be -3. The 3 multiplies the number part. The negative flips the direction part. So we got 3 up. And then 1 left becomes 3 to the right. So the number 1 is getting multiplied by the number 3. And the negative is reversing the direction of the left to the right. So that means we can now locate where the new red dot is going to be. It's going to be 3 up and 3 right. Again, it is from P. So 3 up and 3 right. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So the new red dot would be here. Now what we can do is, let's pick another corner. So let's pick the green corner. So ask yourself, how do you go from the red dot to the green dot? So from the red dot to the green dot, that would be one step to the left. And when you do that with a scale factor of -3, remember 3 gets multiplied with 1 and the negative gets multiplied with this. So you will end up with 3 to the right. So from the new red dot, you're going to go 3 to the right, and you would reach this point here. Let's choose a different color this time. Let's go for a yellow one. So to get to the next corner, we have to go 2 steps down, multiply that with -3. So the number 2 gets multiplied with 3, so we get 6. Down becomes flipped, so that becomes up. So from the green dot, we are now going to go 6 steps up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the yellow dot would be somewhere there. And now it's kind of obvious where the next dot is going to be. So that would be there. And then if we join all the 4 points, you get the enlarged shape, which is what we are looking for. So center of enlargement is important. Scale factor is important. Always consider your directions from P. Once you get that first corner, then ask yourself, how do you go to the next one? Use those directions, enlarge them, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one, and then you can complete your shape. Right, circle theorems question. Straight off the bat, you can kind of see we have a diameter here. So if you have a diameter, then this angle would be the angle in a semicircle, which you know is 90 degrees. So angle in a semicircle. So try to remember the wordings of the circle theorem. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So we know that is 90. So all you've got to do is 90 add 72, which is 162. And I think we are 180, take away 162. That should be 18 degrees, which is the value of x. Expand and simplify. That's fairly straightforward. So if we focus just on the first two terms, that would give us x squared plus x. Let's do 4x. X squared plus 4x plus x plus 4. So the first two terms would give us x squared plus 5x plus 4. Now we have to multiply them with the next set of brackets. So we're going to go x squared times by x, that would be x cubed. And then 5x times by x would be 5x squared. And then 4 times by x would be 4x. Now we could do the same thing to the minus 2. So we would get x squared times minus 2, so that would be minus 2x squared. 5x times minus 2, that would be minus 10x. 4 times minus 2, that would be minus 8. It would be a good practice if you can write it like this as two lines so that it's easy for you when you're actually combining the terms. So makes it easy because there is no x cubed term. 5x squared minus 2x squared, that becomes 3x squared. Plus 4x minus 10x, that becomes minus a 6x. And then we have minus 8, and then that's that. Last question. So the pupils in year 11, these are sitting a maths test and an English test. The number of pupils who have passed the maths test to people who have failed the maths test is 9 to 1. So let's consider maths. Now, in a ratio question, it's always good to make headings. So pass to fail is 9 to 1. The next thing that we need is the total, which is 10. So maths test, pass to fail, yeah. English test, pass to fail, is 4 to 1. So we could do the same thing for English. Oops, don't know where that went. Okay, no worries. So maths, English. So we have pass, fail, total, pass, fail, total. So we have 9, 1, 10, 4, 1, 5. Right. From the pupils who failed the maths test, the number of people who passed English test to the number of people who passed English to the people who failed English is 2 to 3. So we want to know what percentage of the pupils passed the English test. So one thing that I am kind of tempted to do is just to get the numbers correct. I'm going to get the same total on both sides. So I'm going to multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So that would mean 8 passed to 10. So now I have the same ratio or the same total for English and for maths. Now, from the pupils who failed the maths test, the number of pupils who passed English to the ones who failed English is 2 to 3. We want to know what percentage of pupils passed the English test. Right. We know 8 out of 10 8 8 out of 10 have passed English from the pupils who fail the masters. Okay. The number of pupils who pass the maths test, who fail the maths test, is 9-1. And from the ones who oh, that's okay. So from the pupils who pass the maths test, I think I've misread this question. Yeah, I have to be a bit more careful here. Okay. I'm gonna try doing this one more time. So, the number of pupils who's passed the maths to who fail the maths, okay? So if I consider maths, pass, fail, 9, 1, and we know the total is 10. Now, from the pupils who pass the maths test, so in this group, those who pass the English to those who fail the English, okay. So that means in this group, you are now having a pass English and a fail English. So in this group, for English, you have a pass, you have a fail, and that is 4:1, which means your total is 5. Now, what I'm thinking is, if you ask me, how many, okay, maybe I'll write the next one as well. For the pupils who have failed the maths test, now in the fail category, we've got another lot of English students. In the fail category, pass to fail is 2 to 3, and the total is 5. So, how many students have passed English? If that's the question, or what percentage has passed English, I can say 4 out of 5 has passed English here, and 2 out of 5 has passed English here. But this is 4 out of 5 of 9 out of 10. So that means this would be 4/5 of 9 out of 10 plus the 2/5 of 1 out of 10. So that means off would mean we're doing timesing. That means we've got 36 out of 50 and 2 out of 50. So that's 38 out of 50, which is 76 out of 100. So your answer would be 76%. Took me a long while to figure that out, but yeah, it's just that I didn't read the question carefully. Yep. So hope that is of some help.